Everybody, it's the Mad Master here. I'm just doing a video shout out or thank you video to achieving, at least right now, 250 subs on this channel. Now, I realize that's not a lot of people. That said, I think that is quite a lot of people, when you think about it in the context of a lot of different things, especially with the algorithms, how they are on YouTube nowadays with content like this and stuff like that. It's enough for me to be grateful for the people that are subbed and are watching my videos. And I just wanted to thank everybody for that. I'll probably be doing a lot of stuff in the future that is more, in the lines of what I've done before. Probably more stuff that in the pipeline that I have that might be a little bit more in depth and more, how could I put this, better organized, because a lot of the times it's just me rambling, off the cuff. And that is what it is, but I enjoy doing it. The majority of the time, what this is, though, is a catharsis for me, because I don't think I would have been able to survive necessarily the past year without some type of catharsis like this. In some ways, I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know. It would have been way more difficult. I sound like Elmer Fudd for a second. Way more difficult. Yeah, I don't like doing all this content about the crisis that we are in, or politics. Sometimes I don't like doing that stuff, and I don't like talking about those things, because at least at the moment it makes me more mad. But when I finally get the video up and people are liking it or subscribing or agreeing with me or whatever, or trolling me too, that's fine. Someone just told me to eat more vegetables and take a walk or something like that. I'm like, okay, well, I am walking every day, so whatever. I should eat more vegetables, though. I agree with that. That part is true. So at least they're partly right. So I do these videos just because I feel like I have to have an outlet, but I feel like I have a point of view that's a lot different than most people. I don't want to say that I'm unique or something like that, some narcissistic bullshit, but I think I have a different point of view than a lot of people do, because I have so many different ideas. Now, one thing that happened the other day that really made me really happy was I was on Romanian V's channel, or otherwise known as VEE. I know he's probably seen as a right-wing, commentator or whatever, but he does a lot of videos that I like. I think his message is way more coherent in a way than Tarl Warwick, who's just, kind of blows Trump a little too much. Romanian V, well, he's from Romania, so he doesn't, have that context too. But he talks about the neoliberalism and corporatism and woke corporatism and stuff, and we kind of had a little agreement on there in the comments. It was really cool on one of his videos. I was like, yeah, that's exactly my point of view too, he said, because I said about all this stuff being kind of an excuse for the elites to control more things and financially and everything, which is true, and a lot of the left are talking about that too now. So I'm talking about the woke corporatism, of course, and that was cool. It's cool to have people that agree with my point of view to some extent, but I do these videos mainly as a catharsis and just a creative outlet, because I have a lot of creative outlets. Now, people troll all my creative outlets, as I've shown in the past. I'm gonna continue doing them. I don't give a shit. Just like I'm gonna continue dating and socializing. People may think of me, maybe I'm a love or hate kind of person. Maybe it's like what bands are like that. I guess there's musicians that are like that, or public figures or something. People either love me or hate me. It's like whatever. I'd rather have people have a reaction some type of reaction than no reaction at all. It's one of those things. I've stopped caring about the bad reactions. I expect it. I know people don't really get what my channel is about. All it is basically a catharsis a lot of the time, with some documentarian tendencies here and there. Because one thing I have planned for the future is I really want to do a documentary about the death of metal in the 90s. This is something that I might do some kind of GoFundMe or Kickstarter or something for too, because there was a lot of stuff going on in the 90s that was really annoying with the death of metal and stuff, and it just was really prominently featured. If you talked about metal, you were a dinosaur, and there was all these metal musicians that said metal was dead, and it just was a weird time, and I think it's a fascinating time to look at from that point of view. So that's one thing that I'm planning on doing in the future. I really want to find media articles and like interviews and stuff that had all these statements. I have one magazine that has some of this. Is Shred Dead? It says it's a musician magazine. I somewhere around here I have that magazine. That's one article I might scan and put in a video, stuff like that. All these articles about metal being dead in the 90s and stuff. I just think it's a fascinating thing. Now, metal is beyond dead in Europe. You look at black metal and power metal and a lot of other stuff too. It was an amazing time for metal in the 90s. I didn't even know, because I was like, grunge, gothic rock, yeah, industrial, yeah, I don't know about metal, Iron Maiden still rules, I'll buy some Jinkos, go to the rave, it's kind of fucking clueless. So that is one thing that I plan on doing. There's a lot of stuff I do, non-political stuff. I don't want to talk about the crisis that's going on or any of these things, but it just, when things come about, I just feel like it's a good release. So thank you to 250 subscribers. I actually was surprised at 500, almost 500 people liking my project on Facebook. Little to no promotion. I just post videos too on my Metal Warrior 777 channel, and a lot of them, my mixes are not the best. My mixing capabilities are not there. I'm trying to remix a lot of older songs and stuff now, but some of them just literally hurt my ears, like the way I've mixed them in the past or mastered music. I am an amateur as fuck about music mastering and mixing. So that's one thing that I'm kind of flattered that people would talk about and once in a while I'll get a sale on Bandcamp, like someone will buy one of my songs and stuff. I'm just like, really? Sometimes I doubt myself like that. Like, I'm just like, is it, it's not, I just don't know, like, especially with regards to the sound, the sonics mainly. Songwriting, one thing, I'm kind of proud that I'm able to write some songs that some people like. Once in a while, I'm able to do things that people like once in a while. But almost 500 followers on Facebook for Pathless Land, which is my project. That's, pretty impressive for someone that's never officially played live with a band. For a guy that basically hires session musicians and hasn't really like pushed his music anywhere, like maybe on his Facebook wall once in a while or whatever. So I feel like that's pretty good for that. And 250 subscribers on YouTube, I think it's cool too. 250 is a good number. Would I rather have it to be 250,000? Sure. I'm not going to sell out my material though. I'm not going to try to start saying Joe Biden's great, or but I want to make it more professional down the road, of course. My computer is slow. My computers are slow. I just had a hard drive crash last night. It was a backup drive that I had all my music from my Mac on, but I have like 5 different backup drives and stuff, which I'll just back it up to another one. It's a pain in the ass though. I need more RAM on my PC, do better videos on there. My phone is probably more powerful than my PC at this point. That's why I do so many videos on this damn phone. But yeah, I like to pontificate upon things, and I'm going to continue to do content and do a lot of videos. And it's just a release for me. I feel like now that things are opened up, knock on wood, of course, because of my video that I just did, At least temporarily opened up. Who knows? Because, you know. But now that things are opened up temporarily, possibly, I can see other people, you know, more often, because at a bar or something, I can go out there and, you know, see people's faces, for Christ's sake. But yeah, I mean, but doing videos is kind of like, you know, showing my face to the world, because I just like to do them, and I like to talk about stuff, and just, it's like getting lonely living alone. I can talk, and it's not like I haven't seen people. Of course, I see people several times a week, but those lonely days, you know, I can do like 3 or 4 videos and be like, feel a little better because I'm talking to someone, right? That's been the whole thing, like this last winter. So I'm going to continue to do videos. I have a lot of ideas. I have so many projects going on. It's sick. And then when I work my regular job, I feel like I'm just like not living up to my potential, because it's like I'm doing all this shit for other people at my job, and I'm not doing what I really want to do in life. But at the same time, I have these projects that I would rather do for a living, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I thought I'd do this video to thank the 250 subscribers that are subbed to my channel. I know I'm going to get trolls and people say all this stuff about me. Right now on Facebook, there's some trolls about my music. They're kind of like frenemies, but whatever. I don't give a shit, you know. This guy that's pretending to be, or he's saying that he's this person, and he gets drunk and does this other profile and talks shit about my music or whatever. It's like, whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to even respond to his thing. Oh, he's just like, who gives a shit? At least they're watching my music, I guess, you know. So that's about all.